while we light up, Robert has a question.
Okay, so I'm one of those people who goes into a store and he shops. He doesn't even really know what he's shopping for. I'm just there to shop. If something catches my eye, I buy it. Why do cigar shop owners, feel the need to follow me in to a humidor when I'm shopping? I don't know what I want. I'm there looking.
That's a excellent question. Um, and I'll field the first part of that. Most of the time, when you're going into a cigar shop and the owners, follow you into the humidor, most of the time it's they want to make sure that you find everything you want, because there may be something you're looking for special. They may come out and tell you, hey, we don't carry that, or they may be wanting to help you out and let you know, hey, we have something new. You might want to try it out, depending on what you like to smoke. Or they just want to get to know you, honestly, because they want you to be a repeat customer. And that's kind of a rapport builder when you go in and they follow you into make sure you're comfortable inside the cigar shop. Because there's a lot of novice cigar smokers out there. And especially if you walk in, you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know, exactly what your tastes are yet. They are actually there to help. So don't take it offensively unless you're just a fucking thief. Then yeah, take it offensively because they're making sure you're not stealing their shit.
They're definitely in there for loss
I was
prevention.
going to say that.
I have had somebody
Oh,
watch me like I had already stole something. I had not. This is the first time I'd ever been there. But
yeah, I mean, some cigar shops are like that. They're very protective over their shit, but you just can't sit there and take it personally because they're there to do their business.
No, I agree with you. I think that in most cases, it's even with somebody with a small shop that's got a small humidor, they're there for those two main reasons. They want to help you navigate what they have, help you find something that you may like, and keep you from stealing 5-finger discount in your stuff.
Yeah.
And like when I went, hey, Tobacco House, here's your shout out. Went on the Tobacco House to pick these up for Zack and myself. The manager there followed me in, which was great because I didn't know where the heck these were in their humidor. So she helped point that out on top of, have you been since we got these 3 or 4 new items, and which ones of them do you want? So that was helpful as hell for me.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But I want to bring up another thing. Like when you do go into some cigar shops, like they're a lot of times they're trying to give you proper etiquette for their shop. And what I mean by that is if you go into some cigar shops, especially like old school cigar shops like I have up the road here, um, they ask you to write down your prices. So
Yep.
they may be coming in there to just a hey, just a heads up, we have a lot of selection here. If you don't mind, take a little scrap piece of paper with you with this clipboard and write down your prices for me. And it may just be an informative thing. So my point is don't be intimidated when you're going into a cigar shop and getting a cigar, especially if it's your first time. It may be a little weird just because you're going to walk in and there's going to be a whole bunch of guys sitting around there just kind of staring at you for a minute. That's normal.
they're
Just
sizing
go
you
in.
That's
up.
normal.
Yeah, take a look around, see what you want, and like I said, they're there to help. So if you have any questions, anything like that, don't be afraid to ask. There's plenty of people there that are just a wealth of knowledge and saying, hey, what kind of flavors do you like, or are you starting off, or you new? You can get tips from us, of course, but they're there to help as well. So don't be intimidated.
Are
I
you
had a
talking about?
senior. Okay.
Are you talking about shop etiquette? When I started going to Buckhead Cigar up in North Atlanta, um, buckets buckets had to come off, and as you walked in the door, if you had a hat on, and I was reminded of that multiple times as I'd already rounded the corner into the humidor. Hey, take that, as Mike would say, take that shit off and hang it on the hat rack. But yeah, it's almost always a helpful season.
Man.
You know,
That's just proper etiquette.
So
It's like, because I asked, because one of the first ones I ever went into, there were like 7, 8 people in the shop, and they were too busy playing dominoes to actually watch me go in the humidor. And so, then the next one I went into, the guy came and stood right next to me. And I'm like, bro, don't need you.
You just need a hug.
I guess he did.
Hey man, maybe he needs a friend that day. Maybe you were being a little pushy there.
I mean, cigar shops can be a little lonely now and then.
Yeah, right.
Especially if they're not a good shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not a good job. He followed one too many people into the humidor, is what you're saying.
Yeah.